Good evening. A death at an encampment in Kitchener is raising questions about the access emergency vehicles have to the property itself. Waterloo Region Community Legal Services claims a security car hired by the region was blocking the entryway to the encampment at 100 Victoria Street, forcing an EMS vehicle to park on the road. CTV's Alexandra Holyk is live near the encampment site with more, including the region's response to all of this. First, Alexandra, what are people at the encampment saying?
Well, Tony, they say this security car behind me was parked right where it is right now in front of the entryway. They say they asked security if they could move the car before emergency services arrived so that crews could quickly access the incident happening near the back of the encampment. They also claim this isn't the first time that vehicle access was blocked.
It sucks that we have to deal with this.
Feelings of frustration echo through this Kitchener encampment as the community copes with a sudden death.
The sorrow that was here on the site yesterday was just palpable. People were very, very upset, including the person's partner.
Service workers who were here at the encampment on Thursday say emergency services were called just before noon for a drug poisoning. But residents say EMS couldn't get into the lot because the entryway was blocked.
So they parked on the road and then came onto the site. And unfortunately, that individual they died. And so there were lots of people here that were feeling very frustrated that the EMS wasn't able to come onto site.
Aaron Price has lived on and off the property for the last few years. He says it's not the first time an emergency vehicle was blocked.
Any medical emergency that happens here, they don't let them on site.
Advocates say the on-site security vehicle is a recent addition after Waterloo Regional Council passed a bylaw last month. That bylaw grants the region the ability to clear the encampment by December 1st and make way for a transit hub.
The vehicle used to be parked in the lot beside, but since the bylaw has passed, security has been physically blocking the space.
People can't get in with vehicles or anything with water, food, clothing, tents.
But the region disagrees. A spokesperson telling CTV News, paramedic services provided an immediate response to the call and were able to access the site with no delay, as has always been the case. False allegations made in a misleading statement issued by Waterloo Region Community Legal Services earlier today are serious, harmful, and unfounded. But the legal clinic says there are other issues at play, including the closures of safe consumption sites.
I think what happened yesterday on the site is certainly linked to the closure of the CTS site. I think it's unfortunately something that we're going to see happening more frequently.
In the meantime, the group will keep pushing for change.
I'm asking people to write to their councillors and ask that this vehicle be moved because vehicle access to this site is essential for many, many reasons.
The region says it's reviewing all options to prevent misinformation. A spokesperson also said the region's thoughts are with the person's loved ones and outreach workers who are here on site supporting those daily. Tony?
Okay, Alexandra Holyk in Kitchener, thank you so much for that report.